Hello everybody, how are you? Welcome to American Defender. So I'm going to try to make the talking head part of this video really short, but real quick before we get on to talking about the Taurus TX22, the only pistol I have ever owned that has gone 5,000 rounds without a single problem. We're going to talk about some channel business just real fast. If I don't see you guys before then, I want to say Merry Christmas to everybody. I have mentioned in past videos that I kind of have a New Year's resolution. And that New Year's resolution or New Year's goal, whatever you want to call it, is to get this channel to 1,600 subscribers before 2023. So before January 1st. I am 10 away. I am at 1,590 subscribers. So I have a lot of you out there, because I can see the analytics. I have a lot of you, literally hundreds of thousands of you that are lurkers. All right. Out of the hundreds of thousands of you, 10 of you. And you just need 10 of you. I mean, more than 10 would be great. I'd love to have all 100,000 of you that watch this channel hit that subscribe button. That would blow my frickin' mind. But just 10 of you to help me reach this goal. Hit that subscribe button. Okay. Help me reach that goal. I'm not monetized, it doesn't mean the same thing to me as it would somebody that's monetized. To them, it's got to do with the algorithm, and it's got to do with the more subscribers you get, the more money you make, and the more the more the bigger chunk of the pie, so to speak, they get. With me, I'm not monetized. I'm not looking for that. It's just a personal goal. All right, help me reach that personal goal. I mean, it's 10. I should be able to get 10 subscribers off this one video alone. All right. So if you ever wanted to give me a Christmas present, if there was ever anything you wanted to do for this channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the like on this. That is it. That is all I'm asking. That is it. That'll help me continue on. All right. So, with that being said, there is one other thing I've got to get into just real fast before we start talking about the TX22. I promise you, I won't take very long at this. Version 2 of the mag extension for the Turkish shotguns is up on Thingiverse. I will be making a video on this. This is it right here. All right, pay no attention to this ugliness right here. My print got stuck on the print bed. And I didn't realize that there's a little thin piece of plastic on the print bed that covers the fiberglass actual cover to the print bed. Had bubbled. And when it bubbled and I went to go rip this off of there, yeah, it took a big old chunk with it. So, don't mind that. Yours won't end up like that. But this is good. This is good stuff right here. We'll talk about that in another video. So, this is also some excellent stuff. Taurus TX22. All right, it's been out for a little while now. I've been trying to get my hands on one for a couple of years. About a month and a half ago. I thought it was 2-3 months ago. Went and checked the receipts. I bought this October 7th. Okay, is when I bought this gun. And it is now December 22nd, I think. Let's see. Let me consult the date via my PlayStation. Yeah, it is the 22nd. We are 2 days away from Christmas Eve. The day before the Savior was born. And his name is Jesus Christ. And he exists. Some of you have heard of my story about that. So anyway, how I was reassured because, I was in a really bad accident a year ago and died in the streets of Arizona for 3 minutes. Anyway, that's pretty heavy, I know. But anyway, maybe I'll tell that story here after Christmas because it's pretty gloomy and doomy. But anyway, so I've owned this since October 7th. October 7th, I bought this gun. It is December 22nd. I have over 5,000 rounds through it now. So this thing has been through constant use over the last month and a half. All right. we're just short of 2 months. So the use that it has seen has been primarily with Bolt 22. See, when I go to test a gun, when I'm doing all these tests, you'll notice that I try to test everything with the cheapest frickin' ammo that I can find. Why? Because that's mostly what you guys are going to be using. It's a real world scenario, you know. When you go to buy a gun, I don't care what it is. All right. Most people out there, I mean, of course, there's always the exception. There's certain guns that require certain things. But most people are always going to at least try one box of the cheapest thing they can find. I know I do. So that's what I did here. I started off with Winchester PowerPoint. I started off with that. All right. I threw a whole box of Winchester PowerPoint through it. Immediately that day followed up through another 325 round box of Federal Auto Match. Walmart ammo. And it did stupendously. I mean, this thing just, the accuracy was dead on at 11 yards. I was shooting real nice tight groups at 11 yards. Definitely within self-defense standards, okay? Nice tight groups. I'm talking we're shooting under an inch at 11 yards with this thing, all right? So I found it to be very, very pleasant that first trip. Second trip went out. Same thing. Third, fourth, fifth, 10th, 25th. You know, it just kept going and going and going. And I eventually got to the point where it wasn't, you know, I noticed it wasn't jamming. I had never cleaned it. I had never oiled it. I just shot it. And I just kept shooting it. And I shot it until it failed. It did eventually have a failure. It had a jam. All right. And that's what I'm going to call a failure. All right. And it happened after 5,000 rounds. So for the first 5,000 rounds, and you're going to see me mention that jam here, it never did anything. It just shot. It hit what it was supposed to hit. It has a very comfortable grip. Very, very nice trigger. Like one of the best triggers I've ever seen in a pistol, bar none. All right. This thing is even, this trigger in this, better than a Glock. All right. A standard Glock, way better than a Glock. It's better than my XD40. It's better than a 1911. Better than my AR even. All right. It's such a wonderful trigger. I mean, you come up, there's a take up, you're right on a wall, boom, it goes click. All right. I gotta cock it and take it off the safe there. So come up to the wall, click. Slide comes back. There's your reset. Barely move it and it resets. So if you're in like 3-gun competition or you're in a precision pistol tournament, which is, I'm really thinking about getting back into it for this, with the small bore tournaments. This is perfect, man. It's lightweight, high capacity, 16 rounds. You get 2 of these mags. Fully ambidextrous. Ergonomic is ergonomic gets. This is the most ergonomic friendly 22 pistol, or really any pistol I've ever shot. This even beats out the CZ75 and all the clones to me. All right, it even feels better than that. The texture on it is like a sandpaper type texture, but it's not super gritty. It's not that rough, aggressive stuff. It's just aggressive enough. It's just aggressive enough. All right. If Taurus was to make this in a 9mm, sign me up now. All right. Or make it in a 40 or a 45 or a 380 or hell a 32 ACP. I will go buy one right now. I will go get one. I won't even blink. All right. I'm going to go get one because this is by far the best pistol Taurus has ever put out. By far. You know, I like Taurus. I'm not one of these guys that dogs Taurus, but I'm also not one of these guys that spreads BS and has favoritism. All right. If something's a pile of crap, it's a pile of crap. And I'm just going to say it. All right. If I have bad experience with it, I have a bad experience with it. And I'll show you that bad experience. I've not had that with this. All right. I can't say that. So a lot of folks out there are looking for a 22 long rifle for self-defense. Is 22 long rifle viable for self-defense? I get this question all the time. Yes. Yes, it is. It's very viable for self-defense. Is it the best choice? Probably not. If you can shoot something bigger, Shoot a 9, a 380, a 32, a 40, a 45. If you can handle that, if you can hit the target with that, if you can handle the weight of it and the recoil and all that, I would go that route over a 22. However, some folks can't. They're recoil sensitive. Maybe it's an economical thing for you. I've been there. So if it's like that, hell, load up. Go get you one of these. They're $200 to $250. Sometimes you can find them used for under $200. They come with 2 mags, lifetime warranty, made in America. Not Brazil anymore. Made in Bainbridge, Georgia. All right, so it's an American gun. So there's a lot of folks out there like, oh, those are made in Brazil. These are not. This isn't. The TCP isn't. I think some of the G3s and G4s that they're making now, they're not. All right. The Brazilian Taurus is pretty much a thing of the past anymore. There are a couple models that are, but for the most part, they're making American guns now. They're in Georgia. They're an American company. They're as American as apple pie now. All right, so there's a lot of Taurus hate out there, and I will tell you what, on as far as reliability, dependability, and accuracy goes, I will put this up against anything. I'll put it up against your Glock. I'll put it up against your XD, your M&P, your CZ. I'll put it up against whatever. All right? I'll put it up. No cleaning, no lubrication, no even checking it out. Just pulled it out of the box, shot the living crap out of it, and here we are. It has a very, very easy takedown. It's a very familiar takedown. All right? Pull the trigger, pull the slide back. We've got a little lever right there. Very familiar. All right. A lot of guns are doing this these days. Push it forward. Slide pops up and off. It doesn't slide all the way forward. It pops up and off. And then there you go. All right. And you can see it right there. It's kind of, maybe you can see the wear stuff on the rails. It's not real bad. I'm very impressed with the amount of wear that we have on this thing. You can hear it's dry and gritty. All right. Sounds like nails on a chalkboard, but it's filthy. I have not cleaned it. You can see that's supposed to be bright silver in there. You can see there's dirt up in the rails, right up in there, and there's stuff built up in the corners and all over inside of here. The muzzle end of it, if you look at it, it's a different color. The barrel, just touching it. So, I mean, it's nasty. This thing's nasty. I've never cleaned it. I should probably clean it now. But I've just wanted to see how much punishment can this little thing take. How much? And it's just kept taking it and taking it and taking it. There isn't a brand of ammo that I found that didn't run in this. There is a brand of ammo that I found that didn't run 100%, and that was Remington Golden Bullet. No surprise. Okay, and the 2 jams that we have had on with this up to this point in time have been Remington Golden Bullet, and it happened because there was a split case, and that particular lot of Golden Bullet was doing that in all of our 22s. So it was the ammo. All right, and it was just in that one 525 round box. I mean, I've shot a lot of rounds out of this, over 5,000. So to put this back on, you're just going to line all this up. It's just going to kind of sit on there like that, and have a little bit of a gap back here, and just pull back. All right, that's all there is to it. And it's cocked when you do that, by the way. So it's ready to go. 2 mags, comes with a mag loader. This little guy here comes with an adapter for the threaded barrel. Absolutely fantastic. I've got nothing but good things to say about this. Nothing but good. There's no negatives here. Not one. Not one. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to switch over to some shooting footage here. Just random stuff that I did. All right. Just over different periods of time. Kicked onto camera, shot a few rounds, showed it cycling and stuff with various different types of ammo. And, yeah. Thank you for watching, guys. We'll see you on the flip. Merry Christmas. try this Federal Auto Match. All right. Let's go. All right. Don't try what I'm about to do at home. Here we go. We are about to cross 5,000 rounds. This mag right here. No malfunctions. Nothing serious. There we go. We're going to shoot it out to 100 yards here. Okay. Taurus TX22. And we're shooting Remington Golden Bullet. The thing just doesn't give up. Okay guys, so real quick here, we just crossed the 5,000 round mark. Still running the Golden Bullet. Again, don't try this at home. We're trying to get this thing to fail. Okay. I'm going to load a mag in, do the tap with the finger, drop the mag, reach in my pocket, grab another mag, load it, do it again, and see if it'll fail. So, here we go. Aha! Finally! Ah! Oh, got a lot. There we go. Okay, drop the mag. Bring it up. Finally! Just over 5,000 rounds. We got our first jam. All right, here we go.